Alright, just start recording the video. So, alright, so we just generate a template and change the title into the websites. And next up, we want to bring the Bootstrap, CSS, and the font awesome, those links. Right. So we can grab links from the profile. Right. Profile, we have the links. Let's go to the top of the profile. Go to the top. Right, so we have those links. This is a Bootstrap. You can see there's Bootstrap inside here. Right. So Bootstrap, our own CSS, style.css, and font awesome. Right. Three things. Copy it and bring them to the website list. I'm gonna put that before the title, I guess. Yeah. Anywhere inside the head tag, it's gonna be fine. Okay, style and Bootstrap. Alright, so that's all the preparation. So we are ready to start to adding some content. Okay, so let's take a look for the navbar here. So it's going to have three things: a left button, a website's title, and a plus icon on the right. Alright, so let's go ahead and add them. So I'm going to do in the body tag, we'll create a nav tag here. And inside I have class navbar. It's the same thing as the profile. Navbar, navbar dark, bg primary, and the fixed top. Right, it's the same thing. Same classes. Yep. Navbar, which is making it navbar. Navbar dark, make text inside to make it them light color. And the BG primary, change the background into the blue color, and the fixed top, just move that to the stay on top forever. Right. So it's now navbar. And inside navbar, we're going to have three things. Right. So have a link, have a title, and another a links. Right. Three stuff. So for the first a link, it's going to be a left icon. Let me just write left here for now. It's going to become a icon, right? So the left icon here, let me just give it a class name so you'll be able to see that. So I'm going to say text light, so just give it a white color. So this link is supposed to go to the previous page. Let's go back. So remember, we are coming from the profile page, right? So when I click that, it should bring me back to the profile page. This is how it works. Right, so should go back to the profile page. So inside here, I'm going to give the path for the profile page. Profile page is in the user folder. It's not in the website folder. So we're going to need to do a // jump out of the current folder, right? So we're in the main folder right now, and then we'll go into the user folder. And then looking for the profile.html. Right, so I can go back and go forward.
And you can use the // to find everything you're working on currently, even if it is in the same folder?
No, if that is in the same folder, you don't need the // Well, you can jump out and jump back in, but that makes sense. Yeah. So you need to know so we're trying to go from this file to the website list, go to the profile file. So we need to jump out to the webmaker folder and then go into the user folder. So if we take a look on the let me see. If we take a look at the folder we have here, that's how it happened, right? So if we are in the website folder, we have the website list here, right? So we want to look in for the profile folder. We're gonna go out, jump out to webmaker folder first, then go into the user folder. Then looking for the profile. So we're trying to do this process in the coding. All right. So that's our first icon. The second one is going to say websites. All right, websites. So I'm going to put in the span websites. And this again, I'm going to have some classes here. Class Same class like in the profile. So it's gonna be navbar brand and margin bottom 0 and h1. Right, so h1 just make it bold, I believe.
What is the MB?
MB is margin bottom.
Got it.
So you see, margin bottom will have like from 0 to 5. So if you have 5, it's gonna be a lot of like margin on the bottom. 4 is getting smaller, right? 3 is getting even smaller, and 0 means just no margin at the bottom. So make sure that just want trying to line up things here on the same line.
Right.
On the right, we're gonna have a plus button, a plus icon. So let's also have a class text textualize there. So and then we're gonna change that to an icon. Right. So this button here, when you click on that, it should bring you to the website new page, right? When you click on that, it means I want to add in a new page. I want to add in a new website. Just going to go to the website new. Website list and website new, they are on the same page, so we don't need to navigate to another folder. Just say website new.html. Right, so when you click on that, bring to the website new page. We don't have that page yet, so it's empty. Right, so that's what we have here right now. And next step, we are going to looking for these two buttons. Looking for these two buttons. We'll go to the Found Awesome. Right, we'll basically just use what we learned yesterday, just trying to do the similar things. Go to the icons. We're gonna search for the left icon and the plus icon. So we're gonna start from left. Yeah, I'm gonna using this one. You can use it like all these things should work. Right, just as long as it makes sense. I'm using this one, chevron left. Right, so I'm gonna use this one. You just go ahead and click on here to copy the HTML code of it, and use that to replace the left here. Right, replace the left here. Paste that in here. Right, so yeah, it's going to be the left icon here. Right, so it's this one. And also we need the plus icon. So try to go back here to search for the plus icon. So instead of left, we're going to search for plus. Alright, so this one here. Copy that and replace the plus we have here. Plus is here. I'm going to replace that. Alright. This is my code right now. And it should have the both plus and left there. So the structure here is in the navbar. We have 3 stuff. The first one is an icon. Second one is a span, and third one is another icon. Okay, so just trying to organize it a little bit. Sometimes I don't like the way prettier that, so it's just gonna be formatted a little bit by myself. Right, so that's a left icon and the title in the middle, and another icon on the right. Right. So if your navbar is like that, it's good enough. It's good enough. So in the page here, we have the website on the left side. To do that, we have to do some extra works. So that's also optional. So the way navbar works, we talked about this yesterday. So it will put the first item inside it on the left side, and the second item on the right if there are only 2 items. If there are 3 items inside it, the first one going to be on the left, the second one in the middle, the third one is on the right. Right, so the space between items is going to be even. So it's called space even. So if we want the first 2 icons on the left at the same time, so we can just group them together. For example, I can create a div here. and put the first two items inside the div. Right, put the first two items inside the div, and then both of them are going to be on the left, and the second item is going to be on the right. Right? I'm using the features of the navbar. And if we want some space between them, and I can add in some margin left from this website's icon, right? So I have margin bottom 0. Go ahead and add in margin left dash ml dash 4, and some space, right? So it's how we do it inside here. Question? Right. So I hope that makes sense. So in order to have the first two items on the left, we put a div, group them together into one item, right? And then they're going to be stacked together. So in order to add in some extra space between them, I add some margin left on the websites. Vice versa, you can also add in some margin right on the icon. It's basically do the same thing.
So when I just push that, when I put that in, it just moved everything over to the right.
You should add in the margin left to the span, to the website, not to the host, to the whole div. And you have the div closed twice. So I will close div here, div here. Yeah.
Nothing happened from that.
Oh, I just do I need it? It's something simple. I gotta take this off and then make this light so that it's closer here. It's more comfortable.
So yeah, so in this case you have 4 items, so it's
Right,
going to be
okay.
okay. So if you just create one, it's going to be fine.
Well, I need to make arrow left, light.
Text light.
Text light.
Yeah, text light and in the class.
So take the word left out.
Sure, and just this icon should be inside it, not outside it. This icon, this whole icon, this part, the line 26 should be in the middle of the
In the middle.
yeah, in the middle of the A. Yeah,
Tag.
yeah. That's a content of the A. Content. So that's inside. Yeah. That's content of that link. So that's space. Too close to 10. See that one you basically on wrong place. No. Do that. So you can see it here. So you can see it.
It didn't give me the space for me to put this in.
L, not the M1. Margin left.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure.
That's not what we meant.
What do you mean? Never. Okay, don't put the div outside the navbar. The div should be inside the navbar.
All the things inside.
Yeah. Yes, here.
Did you size it?
Okay, so go to the here and install that stuff. Install the one called live server.
Did you? Oh, no.
Live space server. Yeah. Install it. Okay, so just give it 1 second. I should have that option. Okay. Anyone still have question? Sure, we'll move on, right? So also the video and code will be shared. You'll be able to try it by yourself after we finish today's class. So that's a navbar. And after navbar, we're going to do the list. I'm going to do the list here. So it's going to be right after the navbar closed. After the navbar closed, we again, we're going to create a container here, move things into the middle. So the div class is equal to container. I want the stuff in the, all the main content is in the middle of the page. So put a container here. Right. Actually, still need the font awesome later. So inside the container, here you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 items here. That's basically a list of items. So we're going to using a list here. Alright, so you can use like some students may be using like div to create those things, or using span to create those things. That's all fine. I'm just using as long as the page looks the same, it should be fine. All right. But make sure your code is clean, right? It's well organized. So I'm going to using a list here. So I'm going to use a UL unordered list. So this one doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So I'm going to have an unordered list. And inside it, we're going to have list items, li. I will have actually the each link here, each list item actually have two things inside it. It has a link and have a cog button here. So I'm gonna put 2 items here. First one is a link. It says address book app. That's the first item. It's a link, and it goes to the page list. We don't have that page yet, but it goes to the page list. When I click on this website name, I want to see all the pages it has. So it goes to the page list. So remember we're in the websites folder here. We want to go to page folders. So we're going to do // jump out and go to the page folders and looking for page list.html. I don't have that page yet, so it won't work. It's just going to tell me I cannot find it. We don't have that page yet. But this is the way that should go. And also we need the icon here, right? The icon also is a link, which goes to the website edit. When you click on that cog icon, that means you want to edit this page. So another link, it goes to the website edit. It's in the same folder, so it's going to be website edit.html, right? Same folder. And this is a cog icon, something like that. We're going to move that to the right. So here we're going to say class is equal to float right. Move that to the right side. Float right going to move to the right. And again, we're going to go to the font awesome to grab that cog icon. Right, so while you're copying, let me just go grab that icon. Let's go to the font awesome, looking for the cog icon. Right, so I think C-O-R-G. Yeah, cog. I'm going to using this one here. Actually, it's just C-O-G. I don't know why it's cannot find it. Right, cog icon. I'm just going to copy that, replace the cog here. So it's going to be like that. Let me just try to organize a little bit. Right, so the cog icon. And that is the first item. We're just gonna copy that 4 times. Right, first one, copy it. Just paste it right after the AI. Second one, copy it again. Third one, fourth one, I copy it 4 times. Right, so it's gonna have 4 times inside it. 4 times. I'm gonna change the text inside it. The first one is gonna be address book app. The second one will be blogger. And third one will be blogging app. And the fourth one is script testing app. So it's basically 4 websites here. Same code, copy this 4 times. Right, so that's a list items we have here, right? So in a list item, we have two items. The first one is a link on the left. The second one is an icon on the right. And the icon on the right, we apply the float to right. Move that to right side. And the two, we also need to style it using some Bootstrap class to make it look better. So on the UL here, we're gonna apply class list group, which will remove the dot. Actually, not remove the dot. It's just gonna be, yeah, kind of remove the dot from left. And for each list item here, we're gonna using class list group item. That's one word. List dash group dash item. So it's gonna format the icon like that. We're gonna do it for all the list items. I'm gonna copy that to the second item, and the third item, and the fourth item. So we're gonna make it looks much better. And some student don't like the border here, and you can using the class called on the UL again. So after this group, you can say list. What's that called again? Let me just double check about this. Bootstrap, Bootstrap list group. So I have actually examples here. If you don't like border, you can use flush, list group flush here to remove it. List dash group dash flush. It will remove the border around it. So if you don't like the border. Yes?
Doesn't matter if it's a form or UL?
Don't use form, because form is stuff when we're trying to submit it, like a login form or a register form. The user can input something as form. But if you want to using just some kind of container, it's using div. Using a div. Right? So form by itself doesn't do anything, but it just have some meaning inside the page. So don't use forms here. You can use div. Right, so at least it works, and then you can also using a div. So I can make each one of you is a one div here, second div, third div, fourth div. That works. This list is a best option here, right? So because that's literally it's a list of items. Makes more sense. Right, so we're gonna keep going. Right, I'm gonna check the videos to try to catch up if we are missing something. So after the list, right after the list, and after the container, after list and the container, we are going to put a footer. Right, so to put a footer, it's the same thing like the one in the profile. So it's gonna be an F, or you can just using footer. It's the same thing, right? So doesn't actually make it too much difference. An F here, class. Navbar dark, BG primary, it's the same classes, and fixed bottom. Fixed bottom. Inside it, we're gonna have an icon. We're gonna have a span, empty span on the left, and the user icon on the right. It's gonna be user icon. Let's go to the profile, so it's gonna be / user / profile.html. Right, and icon is going to have class FAS and FA-user. That's for the user icon. And we want it to be light color. So for the A tag here, we're gonna have a class text light. Make it light color so we can see it. So now you can click on this one, go back to the profile, and click on websites, go back in. All right, so those links should all works. And this 4 cog icon all go to the website edit. Right, we don't have that page yet, and the plus icon go to the website new. And the list, the item here is go to the page list. Go to a page list. Yeah, all of them. So later, those website names is going to come from database, right? So it's not going to be something like we market them up. We're going to grab it from database, and yeah, it's going to showing the websites for different people. So if we're logging as Shiyu, it's going to showing the Shiyu's websites. We're logging as Alice, shows Alice's websites. Showing the different websites names depends on the people who logged in. Right, so right now it's just a template. And one more thing I'd like to do is, you see, if you move your mouse over it, there's a underline there. I want to remove that underline. Right, I want to remove that underline. I don't like the underlines there. So go to the CSS. Right, the styles.css. Gonna end in a. It's for all the links. I want to remove the text decoration. Text dash decoration. No, don't want any underline. And also, I want to remove the when hover on the A. I don't want any text decoration. Remove it. No, right. So there's no decoration on A and A hover. And in this case, you can actually combine them together. So you can say A, comma, and A hover. Right, both of them, both for A and A hover, don't want any text decoration. So this is a shorter way to write it. Don't have to write it twice. Which is in the comma here means for A and for A hover, I want to remove the text decoration. So there's no underline there anymore. That's it for the website list page. That's it for the website list page. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. All right, so it's going to be website new page. Website list page. That's it. So the list in the middle, the navbar on the top, and navbar on the bottom. All right, that's it. All right, so we'll go to the next one. If I'm still working on this one, you can just go back later this afternoon. Alright, so we're gonna have time for that. So next one is gonna be website new. Website new page, generate template, change the title, new website, and bring the the bootstrap links. Go to the top of the website list, grab the links here. The bootstrap, style, and the script. Copy the 3 links, bring them to the website new. Right, put it before the title, same thing. Same thing. So still empty. So for this page. Alright, so this is what we're actually going to spend some time on. So this page have it has 2 versions. When on the portrait version, it only have the form on the right. When on the landscape version, it has 2 parts. it has a list on the left and the form on the right. And it has two parts. So we are going to using the working with the landscape version first, and then tell it when the screen gets smaller, please hide the left part, only show the right part. That's what we're gonna do. Right, so we only have one file, website new landscape version, and we'll tell it when the screen gets smaller, right? When the page screen gets smaller, please just only show the right form, hide the left part. That's what we're gonna do here. Right. The same thing for the navbar, right? So it's navbar here. So on the on the landscape version, it has two parts. The left part have the plus websites and the left icon, and the right part has the new website and the check button. Right. So on the left here it's different. It's have a portrait version have the plus have a left icon, have the new website and the check button. The websites and the plus, those two things are hidden. The websites and the plus, those things are hidden. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go. Let's start from the navbar. Right, same thing. Start from navbar. Alright, so we're gonna create a navbar here. Class is equal to navbar dark, bg primary, and then fix the top. And so this is the same thing as a website list or as a profile, but there's one more class we're gonna add. It's called the row, R-O-W. So what does the row work is like it's going to separate. It's going to make a row here, right? So on your page, it's going to make a row. This is the website. If you add a class row here, so anything inside the row is going to mark it. It's going to separate it to 12 pieces, 12 parts, 12 pieces. This is what the row does. And then inside it, you can separate that 12 pieces into, okay, I want to separate that 12 pieces into 6 on the left and 6 on the right. And you can also separate like the, separate it into 3 parts. So 4 on the left, 4 in the middle, and 4 on the right. So this is a great system Bootstrap does. If you add a row class here, you will have 12 parts inside it, and you can use that to style your websites. Right. So either put 4 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 in the middle, or you put 6 on the left or 6 on the right, or like it. Because the reason they use 12, because 12 can be divided by 2, can be divided by 3, or can be divided by 4, or can be divided by 6. So you can easier style it, like how much space you want on the left, how much space you want on the right. This is why they separate that into 12 spaces. And if you want to know more about it, you can go ahead and go to Bootstrap, search for grid system. Grid system. So you can see they actually put it here, right? So this case here, so the first one, it is 6 on the left, 6 on the right. The second one here is 4 on the left, 4 in the middle, and 4 on the right. That's the way to separate it. Or you can have like maybe 3 on the left, and 3 on the right, and 6 in the middle. So you can easier style it, like how much space you want on each side, right? So this is what we're all gonna do here. So for this page, we're gonna have 4 on the left for this part, right, left part, and 8 on the right for the right part, new website and the check button here. Right, so we're gonna have a div. This is a div on the left side and a div on the right side. Right, so 2 divs inside the navbar. So to tell the browser, tell the HTML, I want 4 on the left. You're gonna say class column 4, right? And this one the class column 8. You're gonna make sure they plus together equal to 12. Right, this means 4 on the left and 8 on the right. Make sure the plus 4 and 4 plus 8 equals to 12, right? So we have to make sure in total is 12. All right, so for the part on the left, again we have 3 stuff, right? We have 3 stuff. We have the left, the website, and the plus. That's basically the same thing as the website list. I'm gonna do it again. If you want the left and the websites both on left, you can have another div, right? This is what we did there. So we have the left icon, which will be, you can just copy from website list. Let's go ahead and go copy the A and the I, the span, right? Just copy this div. You can just basically copy that to here. It's basically the same thing. I paste it. Right. So it's left and I and that. And the link here is the same. This one won't go to the profile, right? You're gonna change the href here because we are coming to this page from website list. So when we go back to website list. Website list HTML. This allows you to go back to website list and click on that, go in here, alright, go in. And this is how it works. Alright, so when the page gets done large, that looks like that. Right, so you can go back and go in, right, like that. And the next thing is is a plus icon, right? Plus icon. So it's gonna be, just copy that, right? Plus icon. Copy that, put that here. Yeah. So the page is not why it's on the why it's there. Let me see. Okay, I think it's because the space is not enough. Let's see if I can make the ML here, make it M, remove that. No, that's not a problem. Why it is on the next line? Let me see. Column 4, have a div. Oh, I cannot use div here, because if I use div, it's going to move that to the next line. Let me just remove that div here. The div is going to take the whole line. Remember, div is a container class. Let's remove the div. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. And to drag that plus to the right, I can just, maybe I can, let me see how we can do it. Yeah, I think maybe I don't need navbar inside here. So if I remove that, okay, I need it. So let me think about it. I can still use the div, and maybe for this here I can add another navbar. Does it work? Okay, it works. That's too much. And it seems like they are not on the same line, are they? Just inspect on them, so you make sure they are on the same line. Let me see. Okay, they are on the same line, right? Just visually a little bit not. Yeah, they are on the same line. So they're on the same line. Okay, so that is the left part. Let me grab it smaller. Okay, then maybe 4 spaces is too much. Let me try to change it to 3 on the left, and 9 on the right. And this is how it looks like when the screen gets bigger. Yeah, maybe that's better. 3 and 9. All right, so should be something that looks like that. Don't worry about the small screen. Small screen, later we're gonna hide this part, right? So right now it's not working because we don't have enough space when the screen gets too small. And we're gonna fix that. Right. So when the page gets large, it should be look like that. Right. So now we have 3 on the left and 9 on the right. And navbar class here. So this is the same thing we just copied from the website list. Same thing we copied from website list. Have a div with 2 items inside it, and after it we have a link. Let's go to website new, basically just refresh the page. Nothing gonna happen. So if you want, you can also add some comments here. So this is like a left nav bar, right? So we have the right nav bar. And some you can have some comments here if you want, so to make it more clear. Huh? Alright, so let's do the navbar on the right. So navbar on the right, we are going to have a same thing like this one. We're gonna have similar thing like this one. So we're gonna do a navbar here and do a div. Inside div, we're going to have a just the same thing. Just copy that, right? Just copy this thing div. Put that here. The div and the a, div and a. Copy that. Just replace this one here. It's the same thing. Right, so your page should look like that. Right. So when page gets bigger, it should look like something like that. Just left and right the same thing. And we're gonna change the content of the right. So we're gonna keep this left icon here for now. Right. Later we're gonna hide it. The website here should be new website, right? New website. So new website. And the plus here should be a check icon, right? So not shouldn't be FASFA plus, should be FASFA check. Yeah, check icon. So here is the right part. The right part is the same as the left one, but just have a different content. And the href for this check, it should go to the website list, not website new, right? After you finish it, click on check, it means submit. Go to the website list. Go back to website list. Now click on that, go to website list, and click on that, go back to here. So let me just, this is the right side for right nav, right from here to here.
And you copied the first part of that nav bar, right?
Yes, exactly. We copy the whole part of the left one, right? So left one and right one is the same. Right, so this is the left part, this is the right part, it's the same thing.
That should have ended in a div and not a nav though.
Huh? End with div, yes, end with div. The nav is containing the both left and the right. Nav is the container for both left part and the right part. Right, so from here to here. So yeah, I cannot show both left and the right, but just left and right is basically the same thing, right? Left and right are the same thing. The left is column of 3, contains this part, and right is column of 9, contains this part. It's the same thing. And both of them are in the same same nav bar, in the same nav tag. Sure. That's to where? To the nav? Yeah. Yep. Try to like this open with that server again. Just open with that server and see how it goes. I mean, try it again. Open with that server. No, it's a different server. This is yeah, this is JavaScript. This is CSS. What do you call it? Oh, okay, so it's very light color. It's never light. It's definitely here. But not never. Actually, nav 3G pattern. Should be never down. Then like light is supposed to be black. Maybe what's the light? Yeah, because they put text light.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. I want to translate it.
Put down here. I don't need text light. The outlet put black color. Just never up. Yep. Hmm? What do you mean this is not doing this stuff?
You just said, I don't remember who the person is. That was the last commit, like, I committed this, I think, yesterday, before I left, when I did it with you. But it's saying that this is the
This thing, that's the only commit is the pattern.
But that wasn't it yesterday, and I'm so confused. Because we changed
I-
the credentials and everything and it was the same thing.
I think you just do the like this config something like
And this wasn't it, because mine is right here, so I'm confused.
Is the code here yours?
Like,
This code, this is
yeah, like, I don't even see it.
no, no.
No,
The
like,
code
I
looks
didn't
seem
see
like
it.
yours?
No, that's
No.
what I'm saying, so like, here it is. And I don't look like it.
Just a
That's all these medical and stuff.
Besides why I like that.
What happened?
The account probably stayed on from yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, what I think, so what I think right now is you want to use this computer, you just when you set up the username and the password directly. So it's
Yesterday, that's what I'm saying, when I saved it, it was my username.
but that's the only such reason. You only have one. This is the community for this research. We use 2 days ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For me, there was another folder there. And it had the clone, but when you clone it, that was not my name. And I've never seen stuff like that. Never.
How did you get yours?
Ever.
Yeah.
So remember, I did
Yeah,
that
I'm
one.
looking. I'm
It's
like
only
trying to
because
think.
when you
And
expand
then
it, it looks
when
like,
we did it, it had my name. This was one of
Does
the.
it?
oh, no, yours don't.
Okay.
Like, how is it saying something that's different?
It's still gonna be weird.
Well, the only possible ability for me is like it's we need to change the username.
But we
Otherwise,
did it yesterday. We came and did the credentials.
no, credential not change yet. That's what I'm saying. You just do the command is just do config and change the username and password here. That is the one that makes sense. Because if you doesn't matter to that at all. But Don't worry about that. You change that using that back. It's very easy to change that. Just give me quick service. Okay, we change it back. Right. Okay, just rename it here to your name, so don't worry about that. Okay? Hmm? Yeah.
So I copied it down here, but what do you change it to?
How do you change it?
After, this is the left.
So you changed that is correct.
Yeah, this is the
And this should be changed. This is for the icon. There shouldn't be a plus icon, it should be check icon. Right, so it should, not DAFA, FA dash. Check. Same thing for this should be FA. Yeah. And the link here should go to website link, or should go to website list. So once we finish everything, we'll go back to website list page. Let's finish this up. So that is a nav bar, and right now it's gonna always show the both left part and the right part. So right now we'll talk about how can we hide the left part when the page gets smaller. Right? How do I hide the left part when the page gets smaller?
Why are we doing this like this?
Why are we doing that like that? Because think about it, if we don't hide the left part, you're using a mobile phone. And there won't be enough space for you to see the left list and the right form.
So alright, so we did the nav bar completely different for the website list. Are you saying that on the website list page, if you're on a mobile, it's not going to show everything?
Right, so what we're going to happen is, let me show you how the finished version looks like. So it's going to be, in the Slack, I share the link of a finished version. Let me show you. So this one is the finished version. So if I just logged in, websites, just create some websites here, like a one. It's broken. What? Awesome. What? Okay, seems like something wrong. It's just register a new account. Something is not correct here. Let me see. Something is not correct. Let me just double check about it. Okay, this one is not working. I'm just gonna fix that later. So let's see this one. This one works. Yeah, this is a correct one. So the way it works is like, let me add some website here. First one, second one. So here I have two websites. If I want to add another one, let's go to a page like that. So I have showing the current list I have here, and the right part. And when the screen gets smaller, right? So this is the full screen, and when it gets smaller, I want to hide the left part, like on the mobile phone size. So imagine if you like using a mobile phone size like that, and showing the only the form on the right and the list on the left. Like the form is going to be super tiny. It's not like a human friendly or user friendly. And this is why we want to have two versions. We're showing the different from the desktop version while using a mobile phone, right? So So this is just basically this is like something like I was trying to pretend like when I click on the plus here, I move the screen to the left, move the list to the left, and then the form just pop out from the right side. Right, so this is how it looks like. Right, same thing for the card icon. When we edit something, the list is going to be on the left and the form on the right. But if we're using the mobile phones, we're not going to see the list because we don't have enough space to show that. Right. This is our plan for that. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing for this one here. So right now it's showing both things here, right on the top. And what we want to do here is like when the screen gets small, I want to hide the left part and only show the right part. Right. So right now it shows both parts. Let's do it. So I need to use something here called display property. I think it's this one. Yeah. So this one is Bootstrap provides us some ability. Like sometimes you want to hide something, or sometimes you want to hide some elements. We're using class here. If you want to hide on all kind of screen, it's none. If you want to hide only on the extra small screen, and which extra small screen is like screen size like a really mobile phone, like from here to just like maybe just the one column here, right? Not even two columns. Column here is like a small screen, and the medium screen is for tablet. A small screen is for the larger screen phones. Large screen is for desktop. Extra large screen is just for the wide screen desktop, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something like this one here. Code here. This one says if you want to hide on screen wider than large and hide on screen smaller than large. So here we're gonna use this one. Hide on screen smaller than large. There's two classes, D none and D large block. Hide on screen smaller than large screen. That means hide on screen when the screen gets smaller than the desktop view. So we're going to use D none and D large block. That means hide and block it when the screen's getting larger than the large screen. So you can take a look on the documentation here to talk about how to use them. Right. So for the left part, the left div, column 3 navbar here, we're going to add in these two classes, D none and the D large block. All right, let's see how it looks like right now. Just make it big. So this is our page looks like. All right, this is how it looks like when the page is big enough. And when I move that down, you see the left part is gone. It's only have the right part, right? So see, this is a change. Yeah. And change on that. Why this one go to the next line? Let me double check about that. The none, the large block. Maybe it's because of the large block here. Let me see how we're gonna fix it. Okay, maybe I need to create another div around it, surround it. And we're gonna move the class column 3, D none and D large block into there. And because I was thinking about maybe the navbar and the D large block is kind of like a conflict with each other. Yeah, so that's what way it works. Right? So this way it works. So I put the navbar inside the column 3 and the D none block, large block. And there are still something need to be fixed. Like right now, if you see, if I make the screen smaller, the check button is on here. It's supposed to be on the right corner. So the reason it's not on the right corner is because it only takes 9 space. It not takes the 12 space. As from here to here is a 9. It is a 9 out of 12 spaces. So it won't be take the whole page to show the content. So what we're gonna do here is instead of column 3 and column 9, we're gonna say column large 3 and column large 9. That means when the screen is larger than large screen, when the screen is larger than desktop version, we are going to make it full screen. And when it's smaller, when the screen is wider than a large screen, it takes 9 space and 3 space. But when the screen is smaller than that, it won't work. It won't just separate it in 2 columns. It's going to use the same column. So by doing that, it's separated into 2 columns when the screen gets large, and when the screen gets smaller, and just going to using the column 9 and column 3 won't work. We're just using the same column to display it. Seems like a little bit like confused here. So D3 and D9, that means they always separate into 2. 3 on the left, 9 on the right. D large 3 and D large 9 means they only work when the screen is big enough to show the 3 and 9 spaces. And the screen gets smaller than a large screen, it won't show the 3 screen and 9 screens. Right, let me give you another example.
So the plus ended up on the
Let's see. Where is that part? Navbar. Let's give me this class navbar. Oh, sorry.
nav bar wasn't here. Then I took it out and then I put it back in. Plus
Yeah, it should be something like, so we have this one inside here. This div contains the 2 icons, right? And we have another div after this. Contains all 3 of them. Maybe something like that. So we have a div and it contains the first 2 icons. And this icon myself. Like that.
So how much was this for?
Yes, it's for the
So I needed another one
to do the 3 and because we want to apply the navbar class.
by itself.
Yes, exactly. Alright, so let me give you a better example, maybe give you a better understanding here. So let me just create a new file here to do a practice. You don't have to follow me to do that. Just give you an idea how it looks like. This is just an example. So I can have a. Let me just grab the template and the bootstrap. I need a bootstrap here to show the example. Bootstrap. Bootstrap. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is just create a row here to show you how it looks like. Row. Alright. So I'm gonna have 2 divs here, left div and right div. And I just want to give them different background color, so like a style, background, red. And the second one have background blue. I just want to show you how it looks like. Open with Live Server. Nothing showing. Oh, I need some content inside it. Let me just 1 second. Height 400 pixel. Well, I'm gonna using my own CSS to do it. It's kind of like a mixed together. It's gonna be. I'm just gonna put a style tag here. So let's see the div inside row. Going to have the not going to do that. Yeah. So I have the height 400 pixel. Right. So inside here, we're gonna say for the first div, we're gonna have a class BG primary. And the second div have a class BG danger. I just want to show you how it looks like. Why it's not showing? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. So it should be. So. Let's go to row. Right. No, that's not hard. It's not, that looks good. Let's see. Heading y-axis 4. Okay. Just gonna remove a row here quickly. Just y5 to y5. Yeah. So this is two divs, right? The first div and second div. So both of them here is a case without a row class, right? Two divs. The first one is a blue one. The second one is 2, 3, 4. The red one. So let's add in the row here, and I want to give a class to the first one, column 6, and the second one is column 6. So it's going to look like that, separated into two parts, 6 and 6. And if I put this first one like a 3 and second one 9, it's going to be like that. This is how column works. All right. So, but if I instead of using column 6 and 6, or instead of using column 6 and 6, I'm using column large 6 and column large 6. So it looks the same, but when the screen gets smaller than large screen, it just cancels that column stuff. Still showing them like the way without a column, right? And if I using column, we have median screen, right? Column median 6, right? It works fine for the large screen, but when the screen gets smaller than median screen, okay, smaller, that's become the regular way without a column. Right, so and we can also have small, right? So it looks the same, and it's getting smaller than the small screen. It's going to be hidden. Right, so this is how column works. Right, also, the smallest one we have is extra small. Did I break anything? Yeah, small. Actually, extra small is I think they canceled it. When you want to say extra small, just say column 6. That is for extra small. That means it's always going to be separated, right? No matter how small the screen is. Column 6 means they're always going to be separated, no matter how small it is. So, in the example we have in the for the navbar is, we said when the screen is smaller than large screen, right? Large. I want it to be stacked. I don't want it to be separated into columns, right? And also, I want to hide the first one. I want to hide the screen 1, 2, 3, right? I don't want it to be separated. I want to hide it, and also I want it to be stacked. To hide it, it's going to be d none. Right? It's going to be fully hide it, never show. Right? D none means hide it, and I want to say d large block. That means when the screen is bigger than a large screen, I want to show it. Yeah, d large block. So show it when the screen is bigger than large screen, and getting smaller, it's going to be hide. So this is what happened to our current navbar right now. So each class here does it work. So column large 6, it means it's going to separate into 2 spaces and take 6 spaces. Takes 6 spaces when the screen is larger than the large screen. Right. So it's separated into 2 parts. Takes 6 out of 12 spaces when the screen gets larger than the larger screen. larger than the large screen, right? And the none here means don't show it, hide it. And the large block means when the screen gets larger than the large screen, I also still want to show it, right? So only show it when the screen is bigger than large screen, and hide it when the screen gets smaller than large screen. Large screen is the size for desktop, and medium screen is for the tablet. It depends. Change based on the screen size. It's a responsive design. Right, so let's go back to the page here. Same thing. So this is a desktop version, and when it's getting smaller to a tablet, and the left part is hidden. Right, it's the same thing. Right, same thing. Like this chart here, same thing. All right. Take some practice and understanding about how it works. Right, so left part is hidden when the screens get smaller. One last thing here for the navbar is when the screen is getting bigger, I don't need 2 back button here. I only need 1. I want to hide the second one here. So I'm going to add in the same class to this icon, at D none and D large block. Actually, it should be reversed, like hide it when the screen gets bigger. So hide it when the screen gets bigger. Here it should be hidden on large screen, right? So it's going to be the large none, I believe. Let's try it. So right screen, the left icon here is this one. That's the large none. The screen gets large, hide it. Let's try it. Where is that page? Yeah. So right now it's the hidden. Right, so it's not showing. And then when the screen gets smaller, the left part is hidden and the left is going to be showing. Yeah. So this is the final version we want.
So what is that again?
The large none on that icon. That means like when the screen gets larger than a large screen, it's going to be hidden. So the left icon here is hidden. I cannot click on it. It's not showing anymore. Right. So again, this is how it works. Oops. Why it's not showing? Oh, I think it's because this is extra large screen. I need both of them, maybe. I think maybe I need D large none and the, oh yeah, D large none, yes, correct. D large none. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. D large none, it works. Okay, so this is exactly the same thing as we have in the website assignment right now. Right, so this is a website landscape version and a portrait version. So I'll leave the code here. You can take a look on that and have a 10 minutes break. Right, so we're gonna come back after 10:40.
So after where it says websites, you want to make the pluses
So you scroll up?
Nah.
Let's go up. Sure.
The plus is supposed to be the link to something different.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just open it twice. Once on the left and once on the right. How can I do it? Now, website new. Right, so on the left is a left part, and on the right is the right part. Just open it twice, so I can see both of them. I don't think I have enough space for that. Yeah, I don't have enough space for that. Just can only show one at a time. Right, so let me know if you want me to destroy it.
Something
the mobile version. Not the mobile, we only have the left side. But let's see. So okay, so it's not closed correctly. Now close it here and close it twice. So I'm gonna delete this now. Okay. So let's do some tax issue. So div from the don't do that. I'm missing some tags. So in organize it a little bit. So firstly, so this is correct and now in the div, so we have some content here and in the here. And this is the div inside the nav, we have some content. This should be closing div, not oh sorry, this should be open div, not close. So don't put slash here. Only put slash when it's closed. This is for the nav one inside it. And this is another div inside it. A tag. And this string the relationship. And this icon is inside this link. Link is inside this div. The div inside this navbar is inside the column. And so span and A are the same level, so we don't put any indent. This one is close to that, so put them on the same line. Yep, and this is right after the div on the same level, so put them on the same line. Close the A. I'll show the relationship here. So this div close the navbar. So when you move your mouse over here, it's actually going to show where that's opened. Let's close that, which is good. So we're missing one. Before we go to the column mark 9, we also close this column mark 3 here. So we're missing a closing div. See that? We're missing a closing div. Closing this one. Right. Yeah, so this is why we define this. So we make sure they are lined up so it's easier for us to see where it's open or closed. Okay, so it's column 9 here. And strut close after this should be open. Close. So here we're gonna have the link. Move that to the right. And after the link and span, it's basically the same thing here. And link span and close it. Span and close it. So let's line them up. And then we have the link same level. And the span. Why would I have two ties? I do the both sides here. See that? I already have the groups in here. See the right now bars. The both sides here. Let's close the right column. So up here is also. Structure right now is correct.
I think it's not, when I refresh, it's not, it doesn't refresh with the open one.
Yeah, I think it's class name. Some class name is not correct. Yeah, I see. So this one never dollar is one class. If it's a never, it's basically the never type, right? So it's the never type. It's one class name. And same thing here. D large block. That is one class and dash here. Going here, let's just check. So it's class name. That's not D A plus. Found awesome. Okay. And it should be checked not class. So I'm gonna change that into a check. Something small. That's perfect right now. It's going to get smaller. And it works. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go back
Once
to the first one, website list,
website list HTML.
yeah. So the
Here it is. You need the navbar or the list.
At that point, yeah, you just need to write it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright, so we're gonna keep going to finish the website list. Website new, alright? Website new. That's website new. So the navbar part is finished. The navbar part is finished. Where is my page? Yeah, here it is. Here, it's a page, right? Let me just open this bit. Right, so this is my page on the full screen. Right, it shows up both sides. And next step, we're going to working on the content of this page. Right, we're gonna start to do the list on the left, and then put the form on the right. Right, so it should be something like that. So firstly, to do the list on the left. So right after the nav, I'm gonna start with another row. Right, another row. Div class equal to row. Right, for the that's the second row. Right after the navbar. So for this row here, we're going to have the left part, which is div with a class column 3, right, column 3, and another with column 9, right, column 3 and column 9. So it's going to be our second row. Okay, so for the column 3 on the left, that's going to be the list, right? So which is going to be exactly same thing like the website list, right? Just the whole list. So we can basically go ahead and copy it from the website list to here, right? So you can just go to website list, copy the whole middle part, the container, right? From the container from top to end. Right. Copy the whole container, and just copy that to here. It's the same thing. So let me just show you how it looks like. It's gonna be something like this, right? So the list, just copy it from the website list. It's the same thing, right? So copy the whole container just inside the column 3. Okay, from the website list. Make sure that it's where it is opened. It's open here, and keep going until the end of UL and the end of the div, right before the footer. This whole part. Just copy that, and bring that to the website new, and paste them inside the column 3 here. I paste that in column 3 here. Alright, so that's the left part. It's the same thing. And next thing we'll go to the right part, the column 9 part. It's going to be the form, right? This form. This form on the here. I'll go to this form here. So for this form here, we're going to again create a div with a class container, and put the form inside it. Right, put the form inside it. And it's just something we did it many times. Put a form group and label and input, those things, right? Div with class form group, and inside form group we have label. This one is the first one is name. Input, it's the same thing. I'm going to put a placeholder, which is enter website name, and give it the ID name here, right? And don't forget the class form control. Right. So it's the same thing we did for the other forms.
So we don't have to put another div for the row again?
That is a one row, right? From the left and the right. One row contains two columns, right? So that is one row. We don't have the another row here. Row contains column. So your page looks like that, right? So the left part is the right part, right? Left and right. Right, so remember the row contains column, and another form group for the description. So div class is equal to form group, and label is for description and description. And input. Sorry. So this is not going to be input. Right, this is not going to be input. So this one, you see the in the website example here, the large box here, that is called text area. That's not an input. That's text area. So instead of input, we're going to put a text area here. This is the large box, right? So it should looks like. Let me show you how it looks like. Looks like that, right? The large box like that. Something can be resized as a text box. To make it look better, we're going to again apply some classes on it. So class form control, make it longer. So it's going to be much better, right, like that. And so you can see, like, if on the mobile screen we show both left and the right, it's actually the left side not going to look good. I'm going to hide it soon. And for description here, we're going to also have a placeholder. So it's enter website description. Right. And then you can make it make it larger by default by saying rows is equal to 5. I make it larger by default. I have 5 rows by default, and the user can still resize it if they need. All right. It's a form on the right part. And I believe that's everything we need to do on the right part. Yeah. Alright, so that is a right part form, and we're going to hide the left part. Right, hide the left part. Let's go back to the left part, left column. Looking for the column 3 here. Right, it should be column large 3, and says D none and the D dash large dash block. Right, show it only on the larger screen, so it's hidden. And the form here on the right should be D column large 9, not column 9. Right, so like that. Okay. So now when the screen gets bigger, it shows both. As screen gets smaller, it only shows the form on the right. Right. This is what we want. Right, so for the column large 3 ending the D9 and D large block, so it shows when the screen is bigger than the large screen, and hide it when it's smaller, when it's getting smaller. And then we need a footer. Right after everything, right before the body. So we're gonna put a footer here. We can just basically copy it from the website list. It's the same footer. Just copy that and paste that in here. It's the same thing. Right. Same footer. No any different. That is website new. And next one we're going to do website edit, which is almost the same thing as a website list, or as website new, but just have one extra button here. Right, same thing, but have a delete button here. Like same thing as a website edit, but have website new, but has a delete button here. All right, so let's go ahead to do it. Just while trying to repeat, I'll also give another chance to practice it. So I'm gonna create a website edit here. Right, website edit. Generate a template. Basically trying to repeat what we just did. So we can basically copy a lot of things from website new. We're gonna copy the bootstrap and find awesome links from top. Link, and script. Copy that to the website edit. Right. Change the title into edit website. So it's gonna be click on the cog button at this page. Website edit. Right. So in the body here, and then we can start to copy stuff. Right. So we're gonna copy the whole navbar. Right, basically the same thing. Let's go to the website new, copy from the navbar, keep going until the navbar end, right here. Right, so the same thing. Just copy that, paste that inside here. So have a navbar, and I'm gonna change something. Right, I'm gonna change something. So let's say the first thing here, still the left icon, still go to website list. That's correct. And left navbar doesn't need to be changed. For the right navbar, the new website should be edit website. Right, edit website. And I think that's it. Yeah, so that's the only difference. Right, it's just instead of the new website, it says edit website. It's the same thing. And the body part, it's time to copy it again. Start from row until the end of row, from top to here. Actually, just copy everything. Yeah. Why just copy everything? I copy the both row and the bottom, the footer. It's the same thing. Right, so it's the same thing, and we're gonna change it a little bit. Right, so we're gonna change the. Let me see what we're gonna change here. Right, so let's see. The list is the same. Don't need to change the list. For the form here. If you check here, we have some value inside the input and the text area here. So we're gonna add a value to the input. You say value is equal to something, blogger. It's gonna showing the value inside here. That means something you can edit. Just pretend we can edit it. right now, just we're trying to just doing the markups, the layout. So later we're gonna grab data from database, allows us to edit it. Right now, just pretend we can edit it. Right. And for the text area, you just put things in between the two tags, between the start tag and end text, adding some text here. You can just say lorem, you can add some random text there, right? Something like that. Lorem tab, adding some random text there. Okay, that is a text area, and last thing left here is the button for delete, right? Delete button, right? Delete button. I'm gonna make a link there right after the div, before the form ends. Put a link here. Let's go to the website list, right? Because after we delete it, I want to go back to website list. This is delete. Yes, it's delete, and have class btn danger for red color, and the btn block. I make it low. So that's all. That's website edit. That's website edit. So now those 3 pages should all link together. Should be able to jump around. The page list is not there yet. Alright, so let me upload the videos to the YouTube so you can check the